Okay, this is it, laser beans. Just gonna give a quick overview here. So, this is how I cooked it up, and it's, let's just say this is what it looks like when it's done. It's a little trick to get out of the pan. I don't know if that totally worked out, but laser beans comes from a combination of the word lasagna and beans. The bottom half is baked beans. The top half is lasagna. Okay, so before we talk about the idea behind these beans, I'm getting some put away to see how they freeze. And I'm sure they'll freeze okay. The question is, how will they reheat? But you can get a nice view of the side of it here. The essential elements of these things is 2 layers. Now that layer wasn't done to really change the flavor of the lasagna or the beans, although they are highly compatible to eat together. These were put together in honor of Italian-American food. The baked beans part is just a must-have for any picnic in my book, any especially 4th of July picnic coming up here. And the top half, I made a lasagna. Cooked that all together. I made a way too detailed video about that process. But that is what's involved with these beans. Now you can take this bean layer here and make these beans, baked bean layer, any different number of ways. You can take the lasagna layer, make it any different number of ways. But when you put the baked beans with lasagna, you get laser beans. Okay, just to say a little bit more about this. If you're interested already, there's another video. It's way too long, that's why I'm making this. That video spends a lot of time on, the sauce for this lasagna and, what I was shooting for in this lasagna. Pretty much hit the mark. It's good. It's a good lasagna. It's a vegetarian lasagna. I used a layer of bacon in here, actually pancetta. You can hardly see it because I got it sliced really, really thin. And, well, maybe you can see it here a little bit. There, see that bacon in there? The pancetta? Yeah. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use that barrier layer. You can use whatever baked bean recipe you want and whatever lasagna recipe you want. And this is my test here. I was up pretty late making this last night and put it in the refrigerator. And I thought, well, what about breakfast with laser beans? These are cold. And that's just a goofy test, I guess you could call it. If you can eat a food like this cold, you're doing something right, I guess. I have no problem with that. That's good. Actually, that might be an interesting way to serve it. Because on a hot summer day, 4th of July picnic is what the intention of this was. By the way, 4th of July is 10 days away. So if you want to, surprise your friends, marry 2 traditional foods. Baked beans are a big hit at any picnic, of course. A lot of people love them. Well, what can we say about lasagna? So when you marry these 2 up and put them together, it's probably going to be a crowd pleaser. You get traditional, you get something different, and that's more or less what laser beans is supposed to be. Make them. Please comment. I'd like to know what people's thoughts are specifically on how to get this out of the pan. I did this in a Dutch oven. Didn't really have the right spatulas to get it out in a beautiful piece. This is the second piece out. It came out okay. I had to use a spoon to get the beans up. Trying to get this into a nice piece so when you put it on the plate, you've got your laser part, you've got your bean part. Laser beans. Bon appetit, fellow goofballs.